It's time for Dodger baseball.
Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
Clayton Kershaw pitches a no-hitter.
Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner.
And for the second consecutive season, the Dodgers are going to the World Series.
Bellinger hammers the ball. It's Bellinger's turn. Lifts a fly ball to left center field. Back towards the wall. It is gone. Mookie with another 3-home run game. This time he hits the ball to deep right field. Cody Bellinger has done it. And the Dodgers lead in Game 7.
This year is our year. This is our year.
And welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. I'm your host, Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. The Dodgers get the win in Game 3 by a score of 6-2. Butane was balling. Big Game Buehler was on his game. TGI Walker effing Buehler tonight, and he was on fire. He was shoving all night long. 10 strikeouts in just 6 innings for Walker Buehler. The bats, you got the day off yesterday. They recharged the batteries, and they recharged those Dodger bats. You knew they were going to get to Charlie Morton. They made Charlie Morton look Charlie Mortal today, and your boys in blue are now just 2 wins away from baseball immortality. We're going to break down all of tonight's action, but first, you know how we get down here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from today. You guys are lighting up the comments. I didn't have a chance to get my hat there, so we're going to jump right into the comments here. If you're watching the show on Facebook, be sure to share the show. If you're watching on Twitter, be sure to retweet, and you know what to do. Always mash that heart button for your Dodgers who get the win in Game 2. Let's break it all down. Let's jump right into the comments. But thanks for rocking with us here, guys, on a Friday night World Series. Butane was absolutely spectacular. But let's get right into the action. We got Let's Go from Tyler over on YouTube. This is our year from Wendy Parra. We got Joseph Megazzeni, represent from downtown LA. We got We Did It Dougie Style from Mario over on Facebook. Covina in the house, Jonathan Robles. Clay, hey, Big Doug, my 6-year-old kid loves your front bumper music, dances like a hey, dude, that's some fire stuff. That's hey, man, I love that jam right there. Cook that up. You see, I added some stuff, added the Dave Roberts, this is our year. Hey, man, we're going to look back on that as a little rallying cry. We got K-Mac from the 90035, Jose Garcia, hopefully Julia. We got Rockland, California, rocking with us here. Sean Miller, OKC Dodgers fan. Armando from Florida. We got 323 from Nick. We got Pismo Beach over there on Visalia from Matt Case, the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah. 2 more from Michael Rodriguez. 2 more, and the curse is over. The drought is out. That is how close we are from baseball immortality, and you win this pivotal Game 3. You take complete control of the series, and the Dodgers have a complement of arms coming in the next couple days. Julio Urias, Clayton Kershaw look good in that Game 1 start. So the Dodgers are in a great position to win the series this week. And I told you it was going to be Dodgers in 5. I hope I'm right. I hope that the World Series will be won this week. But here we go, guys. Let me know down below in the comments, though, how you guys are feeling. Give me those fire Dodger takes, and then let me know who your player of the game is. And if you have not, where are you representing Dodgers Nation from? We got Riverside in the house from Nick. We got Danson. We got Walker F. and Buehler from Jose Rod 05. Colton in the house. We got the 323, the 805 from Ivan over there. We got the Scott Fernandez, the Bay Area. JT is on fire. Barnes stepped it up today. We got who's pitching tomorrow. It's going to be Julio Urias. We got great game. 2 to go. We got the 818 from the 859. We got the 425 Seattle. We got 2 more, baby. Butane was hot tonight from Greg Pierce. We got Austin Barnes was on fire. Austin Barnes, if you guys watched the pregame show, everyone was talking about Austin Barnes going big fly today, and he does just that. His first home run of the postseason. The Dodgers' 25th home run of the year of the postseason. That's a franchise record. Yeah, baby, Dodgers all the way. Cape Coral, Florida. We got no one can call us chokers anymore. Dodgers are smoking. This is ours. We got Let's Go Julio. We got Canberra, Australia. LSD over there. LSD 73 from Australia. Hey, that means you're in Australia, so you see the Giants season go down the drain in the reverse cycle, so I love it. Let's go Dodgers. Can I get a yee-yee from JT the GOAT over there? We got Walker, player of the game from Luis, Big Spring, Texas from Eric. We got to go Dodgers from Texas. We got what a bunt. That was a fantastic bunt there by Austin Barnes. A lot of the experts were saying, hey, why are they playing Austin Barnes when you have Will Smith? And you saw today why. Because Austin Barnes, one, he was phenomenal behind the plate today. He did a great job behind the dish, calling a great game with Walker Buehler. Had some bouncers there, but he was fantastic. And then he gets the home run, and he gets that bunt. It was just an electric play for the Dodgers. Another great play. We got JT with a huge game from Trent over on Periscope. We got Johnny Doyers. We got this is lining up to be perfect. Kershaw can potentially win the World Series clinching game. This is how it's supposed to happen. That's from Tyler over on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, not only that, I mean, Mookie Betts had another great night. Mookie Betts is definitely in position to potentially win World Series MVP. Mookie Betts tonight, he ends up going 2 for 5, had the RBI there. He's hitting .333 heading into the series tonight. Mookie Betts hitting .308 on the postseason, .286 in the World Series. But hey, if Clayton Kershaw comes out there and Kershaw throws a gem, it could be Clayton Goatshaw. He could end up winning that World Series MVP. Great job by the bullpen. Yeah, Kenley Jansen, I'm not too worried about. Look, that cutter right there, a little center cutter on a 3-2 count there to Arozarena, their best player, their hottest hitter, his 8th home run of the postseason. So I'm not too concerned with that one. And that's why if you've been watching this show the entire year, I said the Dodgers need to rake their way to a World Series. Jonathan Robles, Doug, KJ is hitting 95. Wow, yeah, Kenley Jansen, he did hit 95 there. When he struck out Meadows swinging on 3 pitches, a 95-mile-per-hour sinker. Then he gets low to fly out, gives up a home run to Arozarena for his 8th home run. And but other than that, Kenley Jansen was fine. He hadn't pitched in over, I think, 6 days. So getting him out there and getting him used to the World Series, I think that was big to see that for Kenley Jansen. But Walker Buehler did a really great job today. Bought me some Dodger gear for sure. Those Dodger hats are not easy to get. But Clayton Kershaw, unbelievable. The lowest opponent average in postseason history. Garrett Cole is first at a 178 average. Walker Buehler is second at 179, a minimum of 10 starts. So, hey, I forget about Bumgarner. I've taken Buehler over Bumgarner any day of the week, especially when you consider regular season plus postseason. We've got our guy. Look, you can let Clayton Kershaw be Sandy Koufax, and you can let Walker Buehler be Oral Hershiser, the Beal dog, the bulldog to the Beal dog, like the producer of the show, Real FRG, likes to call him. But we got Jonathan Robles. Doug, this is our year. Doug, I got both. After the loss, I wasn't worried. This from Eric over on Facebook. They threw their best pitch at our bullpen, and we still were within striking distance. Yeah, I mean, look, that was a real wild card game. If the Dodgers won that game, then you could be looking at a sweep. We didn't use our big bullpen pieces. You didn't see Blake Trinan, who looked very good tonight. He pitched very well tonight with that rest. He had pitched 3 consecutive days in the NLCS. We didn't use Brusdar Gratterall. And then Dustin May and Gonsolin, they weren't pitching well. They weren't on their game. And yet the Dodgers still were only 2 runs away from tying that, and they had their opportunities. Dodgers 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position in Game 1. Game 2, 2 for 4. So the Dodger offense, they came alive tonight. And like I said, who's your player of the game if you have not given me yet? But let's jump back into this comment section. Dodgers are fire from Veronica. Moose, I knew the Dodgers would smack it off more. And yeah, Moose, that's a fantastic point, because that is what the Dodgers needed to do in this one, was strike first blood, get that run early, and they did that. Justin Turner goes deep on Charlie Morton to make it 1-0 LA. Ginger Jesus eating at Morton's rake house tonight, his second of the postseason, the Dodgers' 24th of the postseason at the time, a franchise record. He goes 397 feet, 103.2 miles per hour off the bat on a 95-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. Wasn't the worst pitch, but he left it a little up out over the plate, and you know Justin Turner, if you give him an inch, he'll take it. But we got let's go Dodgers. We got Butane, player of the game. We got Rick. Austin Barnes has to be on a high. Pitchers want him, appreciate him, and he steps, hits the dinger. We got go Dodgers. We got Turner MVP. We got Walker on fire tonight, MVP. Buehler, player of the game. We got Great show, Doug. Keep up the great. Hey, you guys keep up the great work, man. This is your show, the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Thanks for rocking with us as always here, guys. We are just 2 wins away. I know you're getting excited because the 32-year drought is close to being over. I don't want to get too overconfident, but you've seen in 3 games here, the Dodgers have looked like the better team. I would say 75% of this whole entire series. Yes, Blake Snell had a nice 4 innings, but outside of those 4 innings, the Dodgers have been dominant. They've done it with the bats, and like I've told you all year, we need to rake our way to a ring because we don't want to put the Dodgers in a situation where Kenley Jansen goes out there and gives up a key home run like he did tonight. But hey, when you're up by the margin the Dodgers were, when you're up 6-1 at the time, hey, go ahead, give up a home run. Let him feel good about himself. I think Arozarena is a superstar, a budding superstar in this league, but that's why I give the Dodgers the advantage in this series. We got Laura in the house. We got what up, Laura? We got 2 more, baby. Let's go, Dodgers to come to Washington. Buehler is fire from Tina G-Man, a day one. What's going on, Tina? Let's bury them tomorrow from Jonathan Morton. I like that Mamba mentality, right? Job not finished. What's there to be happy about? Job not finished. That's the mentality. Go out there tomorrow. Go for the jugular with Julio Urias on the mound. Dodger, this offense is humming. I love that mentality. Do not get complacent. Finish the job tomorrow. You go up 3-1. You put yourself in a position where it becomes damn near impossible to beat the boys in blue. We got Let's bury them tomorrow. Thanks for the shout out from Air. Hey, what's up, guys? Doug McCain MVP. Yeah, no, man. We got Bruce Davis. Yeah, you guys are really feeling it tonight. You guys are always in a really good mood when the Dodgers are winning. It wasn't like this the other night, but hey, I'm with you, man. I take the losses hard, and I get really happy about the wins. What's up, Bruce Davis? Always rocking with us here, man. 1 game at a time from Dave Metters over on Facebook. That's the mentality. We cannot look too far ahead. Each pitch, each inning. That's how the Dodgers did it tonight, and they were able. The story of this game, let's do some more comments, and we'll keep breaking down, but got Clay Dunsmore. Doug, something I noticed. A lot of people give Muncy static for slacking on hits, but I tell you, he has a great eye for the strike zone. His deliberate walks are insane. Clay Dunsmore, I couldn't have said any better myself. What Max Muncy does on an at-bat basis, his strike zone awareness, heading in tonight, Max Muncy in the World Series was hitting .286, slashing .286, .444, .429 with an .873 OPS, 2 walks and a strikeout. But you see his walks are so key. And how about him with the bat? You saw another RBI with runners in scoring position on the year. In the postseason, he's 5 for 9, hitting .555 with runners in scoring position. The funky Muncy has been doing it. And you're right. The way he has this propensity to get these free passes to first at the most opportune times. You saw what he did for the big home run with Will Smith there in the NLCS, getting that big walk to set up that big 3-run bomb for Will Smith. We're going to look back and we say, hey, those weren't just any walks. Those were walks to extend innings. You saw more 2-out hits for the Dodgers tonight. That's now 50 runs with 2 outs in the air on the air. I'm telling you, man, I'm just absolutely in shock. We got Sergio in the house. What's up, Sergio? Thanks, man. We got Let's Finish the Job. Hey, man, this is your show, guys. Keep coming with your takes. Fire away. You guys are the real MVPs of the Dodgers Nation postgame show. We got pressure on the Rays from Dave Metters. Doug, I did not mind KJ giving up that home run. Job not done. We should play the same way we did today from Jonathan Robles. Yeah, I think we saw with Kenley Jansen out there was he missed a pitch on a 3-2 count. It was middle, and as a Ray is a great hitter. He's a great hitter, and he has a bright future, and he cranked it out. And look, Kenley Jansen, he was starting to feel himself, and for good reason, because you see with the rest, he was hitting 95. That was vintage Kenley. It was on a sinker, not his cutter, but when he just grips it and rips it, I'm telling you, Kenley Jansen is California again, and you love to see it. So I have no doubts that he's going to get a couple big saves, we still need to give some more outs in this series, but going up 2-1 with Urias, the way he's pitching lately in this postseason, and Clayton Kershaw, and we still have a slew of arms that out of that bullpen, but 1 win at a time from Wilfredo. What's up, Wilfredo? Rick Honeycutt. Honeycutt. That was Rick Honeycutt's in the comments, guys. A celebrity right here. That was a beautiful game, firing on all cylinders. We got Fred Ramos Jansen, a game-closing machine, 1 game at a time. Frank, as long as Dustin May doesn't start, the Dodgers win this series. Hey, I want to see Dustin Mania gets some key. I don't want him to go into this offseason without having a big moment. I don't care what it is. Go in there, let Dustin May shine. I still believe in May and Gonsolin. They don't have that strikeout pitch, that 2-strike pitch like you saw with Walker Buehler tonight. Walker Buehler was outstanding. Walker Buehler is a special generational pitcher. This guy, his confidence levels off the charts, and he goes 6 innings tonight, 10 strikeouts, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits, 15 for 21 on first pitch strikes, 18 swings and misses. And then look, yes, his fastball is electric. It's best in the game status in the conversation. But you see how he used those secondary pitches to get those punch-outs. And you saw tonight 5 strikeouts from the heater, 4 from the Uncle Charlie, 1 from the slider, 93 pitches, and he was mainly going with that 4-seamer through 59 4-seamers. And then the second best pitch that he was relying upon was that knuckle curve. When he has the feel for that, he's throwing it for strikes. He got 4 strikeouts from that knuckle curve. You saw some in the zone. You saw the one on Choi there. He was striking out on a called strike, and then he was using that slider and that cutter. Had the 4-pitch mix rocking, but really it was that fastball setting up that curveball and that slider, and he was rocking and rolling against this Rays offense. But let's get it. Let's manifest these wins from Gerardo. 2 outs. We got them where we wanted from Jorge. I had no problem with Kenley. Up 5. Turner's play at third was awesome. That's from Ian Whitehead. Yeah, Justin Turner, that was a phenomenal play there. It was a great play by Justin Turner. You know he's nice with the glove. And, yeah, it was a really, really awesome play there. I want to kind of get into that there, but it was really a fantastic play. And Justin Turner has made some great plays for this postseason. I mean, the bottom of the third, he gets Adames in the bottom of the third, Walker Buehler gets Adames to ground out, Walker's first walk of the night to Kiermaier, and then Zunino grounds sharply to Justin Turner, and JT makes a fantastic play on and that saved a hit, and it was JT turn 2, right, just like his Twitter handle, and they turned 2 right there. And I'm telling you, he was looking like the red-haired Andre Agassi, the way he was judging that top spin, using that his glove, turns 2 there, gets Walker Buehler out of the inning. And, yeah, it was just a fantastic play. Did not go unnoticed by me or you guys out there. But 2 more wins, Doug, and we'll be the 2020 World Series champions. Dodgers in 5, closeout game on Sunday. Let's go from New York City, from Richie. We got no Jansen in save situations. I feel safer with Gratterall. Yeah, Brusdar did well tonight. You saw the soft contact there in the 8th inning. He hadn't pitched in 5 days. So it was nice to see Bazooka and Kenley get some time in today. That day of rest yesterday, that day off after that grueling 7-game series, coming in with that quick turnout in the World Series. Game 2, you hate to split those first 2 games, but the Dodgers now with a commanding 2-1 lead. And tomorrow, yes, that bullpen, they have a very formidable bullpen with the Tampa Bay Rays. But the Dodgers, I'm telling you, man. We got 10 Ks, baby. Ruben Moreno, what's up, Ruben? Doug, down to the Yeet. I'm the announcer of the Yeet, baby. Bruce Davis, I love my man Jansen. I believe in him. All the positives. Sorry, closer. Jose Rod, our homegrown talent, is going to be expensive. Ha, ha, ha. I love it. Jose Rod, let's enjoy this World Series. But when they're going to have to back up this Brinks truck, some guys are getting paid. But if you've tried to get yourself a Dodgers World Series hat, hey, they're making money hand over fist. You can't find those hats. I'm going to have to get a size 8 and grow into it like Barry Bonds did, right, with his big dome or something like that, because those hats are hard to find. Did you guys get a World Series hat? Can you find one? Do I need to give you my address? Because those lids are hard to locate right now. We got Floyd, me grinder, clicky on all cylinder. Yeah, great way to put it. Our bullpen was good tonight. Yeah, the bullpen did their damn thing tonight. And the beleaguered bullpen at time, they showed up, and give Dave Roberts credit. He goes with Walker Buehler for the 6 innings. Then he brings in Trinan, goes from Trinan to Brusdar to Kenley. It was picture perfect, and it worked out, and they kept him to just 1 run there from Walker Buehler. They get the second run, the home run there late, and really that was just all cosmetic at that point. Didn't really affect the outcome of the game at all whatsoever, especially when you already have 2 outs. But for Kenley Jansen, he'll tell you just missed a pitch on that 3-2 count. Rather walk him than give him confidence moving forward, because one of the things that the Dodgers have done is they've kept Arozarena down in this series. So that's kind of one of the big factors for the Dodgers. He's now hitting 200 in this series. 200 in this series after going 1 for 4 tonight with the home run RBI. We got let's go 2 more from Jay Scoop. Yeah, let me know down below in the comments, guys. Give me all your your takes as far as predictions go, as far as how many games you think this series is going to go right now. I know a lot of us had this going 5, going 6, going probably 5, 6 is the most popular. I think we're in a good position to wrap things up in 5, but let me know down below in the comments section. Lynn M, where's my pun of the night? Lynn M on YouTube, always coming through with the best puns. After Kershaw's game 1, she said it was the Clayton Kershaw Shank redemption. So I'll come up with one. I need it. But she said you say a whimper of protest by Arozarena, as Vinny would say. Yeah, exactly. There you go. A whimper of protest by Arozarena. Just cosmetic. Gets the other run there. I have to – Doug Crosby in the house. Doug Crosby, day 1 over from East Lansing, Michigan. I can't get over how many walks Muncy draws. Yeah, Max Muncy tonight, he drew 1 free pass. His one tonight, but on the postseason, 17, now 18 walks for Max Muncy, leads the team in that stat. So Max Muncy has been absolutely incredible, 5 for 9. Doug, what do you think about Julio pitching tomorrow? I feel very confident about Julio Urias tomorrow. I think that it sets up perfectly. Coming off that performance, he goes 3 shutout in that Game 7 when the Dodgers needed. I think that this offense, he can keep this offense quiet, and I think that he's going to do it tomorrow. Big day for Julio. I'm very excited for him, and it's going to be big. Jose Rod, I'm so confident. Nicholas, I want to see Kurz close out Game 5 Sunday and get redemption so badly. We got Gratterall is the future closer for the Dodgers. Absolutely. We got Kiwi over on Periscope. Bueller's day on. Greg Pierce, hey, Doug, can you just replace Joe Buck, please? LOL, man. Hey, Joe Buck, man. Hey, that's why I was jealous of all those people at the game, right, that went to the game. 1, they get to go to the World Series, but 2, they don't have to listen to Joe Buck, right? But, hey, man, I think, hey, don't worry, because we're going to see Joe Davis taking that national spot at some point. Joe Davis, I'll never thank you enough for taking us home in Game 7. I'm telling you, without Joe Davis in Game 7, I don't know if the Dodgers advance. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, I believe in that stuff. Nicholas, we're signing Corey, right? I think so. I definitely think you can't let a homegrown talent like that walk, especially when he's a top 5, top 10 player, a perennial all-star, a potential MVP candidate when he's healthy. But for sure, Jonathan, Doug needs to get ready for spring training. Let's get real. Nah, man, we are not ready for spring training. We got 2 more to go, baby. JT got to be MVP so far. I think that JT is in the mix, but I think Mookie Betts still pretty solid. Justin Turner, though, right there. Tonight, another 2 hits, got the big home run, and Justin Turner also got that double off Morton. Man, let's talk about that, man. Let's do some rapid fire with the comments here, and then we'll go jump back into Morton. Because I really think that was the key of the game here. We got JT got to be MVP. Jay Scoop, he's definitely in the mix. We'll see how the last couple games play out. But Doug Crosby from East Lansing, Michigan. Buehler looks so comfortable out there. Great point, Doug Crosby, because he said in his last start that he had never felt that comfortable on the mound in a postseason game. And credit Austin Barnes and credit Walker Buehler, who's really turning into one of the best postseason pitchers that this game has ever seen. Doug, I called it. Let's get it in 5 from Jonathan Robles. Yeah, by the way, if you guys watched the pregame show hosted by the senior editors here at Dodgers Nation, Clint Pasillas and Brooke Smith, they all told you that, hey, I mean, so many people on the show were predicting Austin Barnes was going to go deep. I'm like, hey, man, you got all these sluggers. You got MVPs down the lineup. You guys are going with Austin Barnes. Boy, was I wrong. You guys out there, Dodgers Nation, you guys know what you're talking about because Austin Barnes takes them deep, and it was a shot, man. You got to love it. But Bruce Davis, you said Dodgers in 6, Doug. Nice, Bruce Davis. There you go. Dodgers in 6 from Mike Hoffer. We got 5 games from Susan. Awesome butane from this 3729. I'm calling it 5 games. Jonathan, my original prediction was 6, but I'm hoping for 5. There we go. I want Kershaw to have the biggest mic drop on Sunday. Dodgers in 5. That's from Jared. That would be fantastic, man. I like your big facts there. Keep that energy up. Fernando, Dodgers in 5. Love the show. Hey, thanks for rocking with me, man. You guys are rocking on your show, the Dodgers Nation post-game show. I'm the man of the fan. Your show, I'm just hosting it, guys. So keep coming with those takes here. Fire away. We got Tom Gold, Dodgers in 7 with butane, closing it out. Tom, you're asking for a stressful next couple of games, but hey, man, if that's what you see, that's your take, man. Stick to it. Doug, tonight's game was a lot more pun. There we go. Take a bow. Drop the mic, Lynn. There we go. Lynn's practically a writer for this show at this point. Tonight's game was a lot more pun, Lynn, because Dodgers, they're able to get it done. They win Game 2 by a score of 6 they won game 3, by a score of 6-2, and they're now up 2-1 in the 2020 World Series. Striker Buehler, Barnes said this is probably the best stuff he's ever seen from Buehler. That's from Moose over on Periscope. We got Clay Dunsmore. We got Deborah Young in the house. What's up, Deborah? Calling it in 5 games. Let's go, Dodgers. Chris, Dodgers in 5 is Kershaw times from Michael. Who is better, Walker Buehler or Trevor Bauer? John Burnell. I mean, let's talk about that. I think that Bauer on his tour is hilarious. I think that he's a potential frontline starter, but just the proof is in the pudding. And my eyes don't lie. And you see Walker Buehler on a consistent basis. This is his stage on the World Series. Last time he was on the World Series, it was that Game 3, 2018, 7 hours, 20 minutes, but he gives you 7 scoreless tonight, gives up 1 run, but it's a punch-outs. He's a furious competitor out there, and he wants the ball in the big situations. The lights get brighter, Buehler gets better. So until Bauer can show me he can do it on this stage, I think it's an easy answer, and it's Walker Buehler. But let me know down below in the comments. I want some Pollock tomorrow. He's due. That's from Cowboy 5 Rings. By the way, Cowboy 5 Rings. Let me let you know that I got your name down. I've been calling you Cowboy Strings for a while, but it's 5 rings because your boys down there in Dallas have 5 Super Bowl trophies. So how many more straight division titles from Terry Pack? You know how many I'm going to say. Dodgers have 8 right now. I think they'll double that. No, I think they'll conceivably get 7 more. I think 7 more. And then what are you looking at? You're looking at 15. That breaks the Braves record that was set at 14. So give me 7 more with this organization. We got Dodgers were close. What was that? Dodgers are so close. I can just smell that from Leo ZZ Top. DJ Hedges. Oh, yeah. That's how we do. Go Blue. 2 more. Go Dodgers. Right. How many straight? We got beating Morton felt so good. That's from Anthony over there. Mookie's in the MVP lead. Yeah, I think that's definitely true right now. Jonathan on Facebook, Doug, how much do we pay Corey? I think that it depends. I mean, if he stays healthy for another year of healthy Corey Seager, then you know that Mr. Scott Boras is going to want a serious bag. He's going to want Mookie money. He's going to want Mookie money. If he keeps putting up these numbers, next year he might snag himself an MVP. So I think you're probably looking at something in the $30 million range if he gives you another year like this through a 162-game season. So I think it depends. But Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Always repping here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Here you go. What's up, Doug? Walker, Texas Ranger, Buehler gets it done again. Yes, Ryan, that's your that you coined that one, baby. Exactly. Walker, Texas Ranger getting it done, and he was on tonight. Buehler's day on, right? Ryan, Barnes solo home run caught me off guard. I was genuinely surprised. Hey, well, then you should have watched the pregame show because there was a lot of Dodger fans that watched the pregame show that were not surprised because they were calling that. But Jonathan, Doug, they made Charlie Morton seem like a nobody pitcher. We just played him. Yeah, look, Charlie Morton, we all know he pitched very well in Game 4 against the Dodgers. The Dodgers won that game, though, right? That's the game where they score a lot of runs late. Jock Peterson had that double, but also he got the win in Game 7. And tonight, like I said at the beginning of the show, they made Charlie Morton look Charlie Mortal out there tonight. He goes 4 1/3, gives up 7 hits, 5 runs, 6 strikeouts. But how about, let's talk about this game. Let's talk about Charlie Morton a little bit because heading into this game, Charlie Morton had won his last 7 postseason decisions, a 1.45 ERA in that span, 1 earned run this postseason, a 5.6, a .56 ERA heading into tonight, and he was absolutely on fire heading into tonight. But Justin Turney goes deep on Charlie Morton, like I said, makes it 1-0 Dodgers. And then in the top of the 3rd. So this is where the whole game came down to for me. It was that top of the 3rd inning. And how many times are we going to see a break go the Dodgers' way? And how many times are we going to see runs with 2 outs? So top of the 3rd with 2 outs. Morton hit Seager on the foot. Hit on the big toe, really, and it opened the door for the scoring spree in that inning. Turner lines a double into left, giving the Dodgers runners on 2nd and 3rd, and then he just stays on that breaking ball and just a nice piece of hitting there, puts a great swing on it, lines that double into left field, giving the Dodgers runners on 2nd and 3rd, and it was just a great one. And then Max Muncy, by the way, a great job there to not send Corey Seager by Dino Ebel. Yes, it's easier to say after the fact with the 2 outs, but he keeps him there, doesn't send him, doesn't run that risk. And then then Max Muncy smokes that line drive to left to score Seager. And And that makes it 3. That scores Seager and Justin Turner. That makes it 3-0 Dodgers. Leaves a fastball out over the plate. Now 48 runs at that point with 2 outs in the postseason. Max Muncy, 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position this postseason. 2 home runs. And he's hitting .555. So they get 2 runs, 2 hits in the third. To me, that was the key. Ebel not sending Seager with 2 outs, the best in the business. That's why the Dodgers are the best organization in baseball right now. To me, there's no question, because at every level of their organization, you have elite talent. I don't care if it's a social media. I don't care if it's Eric, the video, super video manager, producer, or Sujo, or if it's Andrew Freeman, if it's scouting as Dino Ebel, if it's hitting coaches, RVS, or if it's Dave Roberts now, who's going to could be a multi-time World Series winning manager. Say what you want about the guy, but you saw in that play, it really helped the Dodgers. And then in the top of the fourth, Bellinger singles to right center. CT3 strikes out. Jock Peterson strokes a base hit to left. Nice job by Margot to cut it off. Jock did a little face plant there at first, but then Bellinger was held up at third. So another hold right there. Dodgers, more hard contact. And then Austin Barnes, a perfectly executed bunt there. That scores Bellinger to make it 4-0 Los Angeles. Just the third sacrifice hit for the Dodgers all year. He goes with the pitch, so well executed. First time sack bunt in the World Series since Jason Bartlett of the Rays in 2008. So I love that play. You have Cody Bellinger there on third. He's like, hey, pass the bunt. No, he's like, no, pass the bunt. No, but he's like, and he scores on that one. That makes it 4-0 Dodgers. And it was a big play there. So then on a 3-2, 2 outs, more 2-out hitting for the Dodgers. On a 3-2 count, Mookie Betts gets a ground ball base hit to score Jock, making it 5-0 Los Angeles. Top, middle, bottom of the order, everyone was pitching in. You got Austin Barnes down there, flipping that lineup over there with the sac fly, giving it to Mookie Betts with an opportunity with runners in scoring position. You know how well Mookie Betts has been in that spot this year, and it was that scores Jock Peterson. That makes it 5-0 Dodgers. And, yeah, then Betts steals second. He robs home runs. He steals bases. I haven't seen someone steal that much in Texas since the Astros stole the 2017 World Series. And you love what you're seeing from Mookie Betts down there at Globe Life Stadium. So they get 2 runs on 3 hits there in the 4th inning for the Dodgers. And at that point, you're going to give Walker Buehler that lead, and it was on. But let's jump back in the comments here, guys. You guys are firing away. We got Butane is the man from Leo. We got Chris. Buehler was my vote. So, yeah, if you have not, give me your prediction for, or give me your player of the game. Then also give me your prediction for tomorrow's game 4. So let me get your game 4 prediction tomorrow. Butane is the man. Can't believe we're already in game 4, by the way. I'm almost sad that the season's almost over. But Pac-Man, it's our year, LA. Jay Scoop, let's not get overzealous. Got to win tomorrow. Jay Scoop, that's the mentality. Hey, it's the Kobe mentality. Job not finished. What's there to be happy about? Job not finished, right? So got to finish that job. But there you go, Big Blue from Los Angeles. We got Andre. There you go, Dodgers Nation all day. We got Jose Beltran, Dodgers Nation from Riverside, California. Jonathan Morin. It's all the small things Mookie does that is so demoralizing to other teams. Yeah, I mean, you can impact the game in so many different ways on the base paths. He wreaks havoc there on the base paths to get you big clutch hits, can hit for power. Also, to me, the thing that these are the intangibles. It's what he does to this locker room. And when he gets on base, everyone's eyes light up. They say, we got to get Mookie home. And I think that he has raised the level of play for this entire team. The great ones make everyone around them better, and Mookie Betts does just that. Look at how many players are having their best years. We're seeing Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager. They're delivering in the postseason consistently for the first time in their career. We're talking about from start to finish. Cody's had his ups and downs, but we're talking big-time hits. The big blast in Game 1, the big blast in Game 7, and the big catch. Then you see Austin Barnes. Look at Austin Barnes tonight. Does Austin Barnes get that home run? Does he get that sack bunt? If it wasn't for what Mookie Betts did when he was hitting sub 100, and then he starts working with him during the year, you're absolutely right. Mookie Betts does all the small things. Shout out to Blink-182, and then what he does as a leader and on the playing field. I mean, we can have spent a whole 3 hours on how great Mookie Betts is. MLB, man. Max Muncy equals clutch. Train in the chat. Where you been, Train? Your train was a little late today, but welcome to the show. But you're right. Max Muncy equals clutch. 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position in the postseason. 2 more people. Let's go Dodgers from Miss Rojo over on YouTube, or actually me, Rojo. Alita, Charlie Morton looked average tonight. We got to him early. Yeah, and to me, Charlie Morton, since we lit you up and you got out of the game and you know you heard the trash cans, you should give your 2017 fraudulent ring back because it's Fugazi. No one cares about it, and I'm glad we lit him up tonight. I think that was a great thing because you won. We would have beat the piss out of the Houston Astros in this World Series. To me, there's no doubt in my mind. But the fact that we got to get to Charlie Morton today, I think, was really big because we all know he was wearing that disgusting color orange they wear down there in Houston, and the Trash Throws are cheaters. It was nice to punk one today and get him out of the game. So I was loving that because, man, to me, that's still a real open wound, man. Butane is because we could be talking dynasty. Let's be honest. We could be talking dynasty Dodgers at this point. Mookie Betts, MVP for the Dodgers. Yeah, give me your picks for tomorrow. I want your scores for tomorrow, man. Miles, yo, how's it going, man? What a night for Buehler. Hey, what's up, Miles? We have a new name for Muncie from Clay Dunsmore. The Eye. I like that. Clay Dunsmore over on Facebook. The Eye, seriously, that man has a total strike box control. He definitely does, man. With Max Muncie, my man Clay Dunsmore, calling him the Eye, I like that, man. And the Dodgers, they've had the Eye of the Tiger this entire postseason. You saw tonight, they lose this game with their ace, and we could be in trouble because this Rays team is no joke. Best record in the American League. And to me, I think the way the Dodgers came out today, eye of the tiger, laser focus, they knew they had to get to Morton early. And you saw just like they did against Max Fried. And who was the guy when they got to Max? Remember Max Fried? No one's going to hit Max Fried. Max Fried, the best postseason pitcher ever. What happened? Justin Turner home run. Tonight, Charlie Morton, best postseason pitcher ever. Best postseason pitcher since Oral Hershiser, since Kurt Schilling, since Bumgarner, right? And then what happened? Justin Turner home run. So he's so clutch. Justin Turner, man, to me, Justin Turner is an LA legend. He's going to retire as a Dodger at some point, and he's going to live the rest of his life. Hopefully he's the manager of the Dodgers one day. I'm telling you, the Ginger Jesus saves this franchise again. And you saw tonight, setting the tone, getting up on Morton early was really the key and set the tone for this entire night. So here we go. We got Turner, player of the game from Harold. We got thank you, Red Sox, for Mookie. Eric, yeah, we can't thank you enough, Red Sox. Giving us Mookie Betts, giving us those 12 years we're going to enjoy with a guy that's going to be wearing a Dodger hat in Cooperstown. But, hey, that's what we get because Pedro Martinez is wearing a Red Sox hat in Cooperstown and Mike Piazza is wearing a Mets hat in Cooperstown, even though he had his best year with the Dodgers, in my opinion. But Urias 11K, yeah, how many strikeout? We got Johnny King, love your show. Love you guys, always rocking with us, man. Ray Barsimeon, always, hey, Doug, great show tonight. Dodgers closing on making history, World Series. Absolutely, Ray. Ray's been about this life for 2 years now, calling the Dodgers World Series champions in 5, right? I believe you had in 5 against the Rays. So you've had that prediction pretty spot on, so I got to give you credit for that here. What a night for Buehler from Miles over on YouTube. Jay Scoo, I'm waiting for Pollock to heat up. Just not happening. Hey, look, A.J. Pollock is fine. A.J. Pollock is giving you some competitive at-bats. I don't think he has an extra base hit yet in this postseason, but he's had, look, we're fine. We're fine, man. I mean, hopefully he has his moment, but look, A.J. Pollock, he didn't have to play this year. And he went through so much coronavirus. His daughter was born prematurely. His wife said, hey, you don't want to not play because that team's going to win the World Series. And boy, was she right. So A.J. Pollock, hey, man, hopefully he gets a big hit, a Poyo pop before this postseason's over. But, hey, man, just keep doing your thing. This offense has enough. But Verdugo, who from Eric? No Verdugo slander on this show ever because I'm still hoping that Alex Verdugo will find his way back to Los Angeles some way, somehow. And to me, if I was doing the trade again, I think I would probably include Gavin Lux or someone else because to me, Alex Verdugo is a game changer. And I think that his fight and his fire, man, I'm a big fan of Doogie for sure. Pollock goes yard tomorrow from Jonathan, not going to trash Roberts anymore. Robert Castaneda. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you had a problem with Roberts, well, you better get used to Dave Roberts because he pulls this off and he looks back and says, 5 division titles, first manager to ever win 5 division titles in a row to start it off, 3 World Series in 4 years, first guy to win a World Series in 32 years. If Dave Roberts win this, he's going to say, hey, man, this is my job for as long as I want it because, yeah, say what you want about Dave Roberts. He's learning, and to me, he keeps these guys fighting, and he keeps these guys loose, and the culture there is to just keep fighting, and you're never out of it. So then that's really evidenced by how well the Dodgers play from the 7th inning on. When it comes to runs scored, they've outscored their opponents by a large margin. So Mookie deserves MVP from Train. What up, Train? MVP, 12 rings, 8-1 from Teresa Haas over there on Facebook. We got Dodgers in 5 from Harold. We got Joseph. Buehler was player of the game for tomorrow. It will be Mookie. I like that, Joseph, over on YouTube. We got 5-1 Dodgers from Josh Vasquez over on Facebook. Mookie will be the Dodgers Jeter, multiple rings. I like that take from over there. I like that take. The Dodgers, well, obviously he's going to be a better player than Jeter, I think, that when his career is over. But I agree with you, though. It's someone you kind of keep that you kind of have his whole prime. So Buehler MVP, this one will be closed tomorrow from Rob. I do think that you do not want to count this team out. This team does not make mistakes. They play a very solid brand of baseball, and I will not this is a resilient Rays team. And tomorrow, they know that just like Game 2 was a must-win for them, tomorrow is a must-win for the Rays, because we're a team that is built to come back down 3-1. We have the firepower. We have the talent and depth and arms to come back on a 3-1 deficit. Not this Rays team. This Rays team, to me, if they trail 3-1, I think it's not if, it's when the Dodgers will be raising that piece of metal, a.k.a. the Commissioner's Trophy. So I agree with you, though. It's going to be a tough one tomorrow. Jonathan, love it, Doug. Keep coming. Preach, Doug from Deborah Young. Let's go, Dodgers. Urias will make us win again. That's from Bureau over on YouTube. Charlie Morton is a cheater from Joe Perez. We got Ace. We got Train. Ace pitchers are nothing against Ace offense. Tina G-Man and Mookie will be a Dodger for a while. Absolutely, Tina. Noah, how many rings is Mookie winning in L.A.? I think if you see his press conference, when he signed, he didn't say ring singular. It was rings plural. So I think he's going to win a couple of rings. If you got Andrew Freeman at the helm and you have this Dodgers machine. To me, the Dodgers organization at this point is a machine. And to me, look, man, just by the way, gear up, man. Go to DodgersNation.com/shop. Go to DodgersNation.com/shop. Gear up, merch up, because, hey, we are selling T-shirts like crazy. Couple sizes left in some of the hot ones, but go over there, get merched up. You got tons of gear over at DodgersNation.com/shop. We got the new Bruisdar shirt, the new Mookie shirt. So there's tons of stuff over there. Of course, the nice swing Biatch Joe Kelly shirt. That was the hottest one of the summer. Then also be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Dugout podcast. Go to Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast, subscribe to the podcast. And what the podcast is, it's your podcast, or I should say it's our podcast, because what I do is we take your takes, we condense it, and then we add additional analysis and post-game reacts from Dave Roberts and the players. So be sure to subscribe. We add some stuff to it, and it's usually out like an hour after this show. No, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours after this show, or in the morning. So be sure to subscribe, but then definitely get some gear. Go to Dodgers Nation's YouTube channel at youtube.com/DodgersNationTV, and then be sure to lock in for the pregame show. The pregame show, because if you watched it today, you'd be knowing that Austin Barnes was going to hit a home run. Austin Barnes gets that. A lot of people were calling it tonight, so watch it. It's hosted by the senior editors of Dodgers Nation, Clint Pasillas, Real FRG, and Brooks Smith. So be sure to check for that. But here we go. F the Astros. You know I had to read that one from Mike Hoffer. What's up, Mike? How you been? 9-4 Dodgers tomorrow from Jonathan. We got how many rings? I said pregame, Morton due for a clunker, and Muncy shows up. Mike Hoffer, well, hey, man, what you're going to do is you're going to pat yourself on the back right here because you did the damn thing, so nicely done. I said Bellinger was going to get a home run, and I was wrong. But I did have the first two games. I had Mookie and Will Smith in Game 2, so my calling my shot streak is over. But nicely done. We got Urias Game 4. Oh, wait. I caught that. I see what you did there. Urias. I like that, man. You guys, we got the most clever audience out here. But Valenzuela Jr. tomorrow from me, Rojo. I'm loving that one too. Doug, we got this 2020 World Series championship. Hey, still have work to do, but you can't help but feel good and excited about this. We got Brulio Estrada. He is making a serious run for MLB's best player. Sorry, Trout, you're in the unanimous best player. You're not the unanimous best player anymore. Mookie's coming for the crown. Southern California is loaded with talented players on their team. A great point, Estrada Jr., and it's definitely – It's more of a debate than it ever has been. I'm not ready to go there just yet because, unfortunately, Trout hasn't had the postseason opportunities. He's been played like 3 postseason games in his career, but Mookie Betts, to me, is a better fit for this Dodgers team, and I'm still not ready to say that he's better than Mike Trout all in all, but Mookie Betts, 1, 2. You just want to be in the conversation, right? You just want to be in that conversation. That elite table is only shared by a couple of guys. And to me, it's Mookie Betts and Mike Trout. To me, two best players in the game. Joe Perez just sent me an essay. Joe Perez, no matter where they go, they cannot hide. Rats, each and every one of them. 2007, I'm going to have to read this whole thing. 2017, Houston Cheaters, roster pitcher, Tyler Clippard. Oh, my God, I can't do the whole thing, but that's a classic there, man. Go read Joe Perez over on Facebook. For sure, though. For sure, man. Braves are a better team than the Rays. Dodgers in 5 from Harold Joseph. Ortega, JT is a true leader. No question about it. Ginger Jesus, the man walks on water for this franchise. And to me, he's the guy who organized that group chat. And that group chat, to me, is stuff of legend. And the Dodgers must release it as a coffee table book when it comes out. Because, for sure, watching from Maryland. What's up, guys? Yeah, if you have not, let me know where you're watching the Dodgers Nation post-game show. We've got Josh Vasquez from Terp Country out there in Maryland. We got Nick. He's already has the most postseason hits from Nick. We got who's your pick for MVP? My World Series pick was Mookie Betts. I thought that he would be due for a power surge. I thought his familiarity with some of these Rays pitchers would help him, but also thought that he wants to shine on the big stage. To me, he's got that Mookie mentality, that Mamba mentality, that superstar quality, and also a power surge. You saw that in Game 1 with that home run. So to me, I'm sticking with Mookie Betts at this point, but I would love to be wrong if it means that Clayton Kershaw gets the World Series MVP. If it means that Clayton Kershaw gets the World Series MVP, I am totally fine with that, because if Clayton Kershaw comes out there and pitches Game 5 and it's a gem, let's say he goes 7-8 strong, scoreless baseball, compare that to that Game 1 win, I think that, man, you just got to give it to Clayton Kershaw at that point. But hey, I think Mookie Betts, to me, what he's done, him, Justin Turner, I mean, you take your pick. A lot of elite players, a lot of great players coming through right now. I mean, Chris Taylor, we haven't even talked about Chris Taylor. CT3 heading into today. Chris Taylor for the World Series, slashing .429, 500, OPSing 1357 with a home run. So he's been fantastic, and yeah, I mean, this team is just top to bottom. There's just no holes in this offense. But Butane is untouchable from Train, 5 from the start from LSD 73, Cowboy 5 rings, T-Wolf, Red Turn 2, co-MVP with Buehler. Mookie stirring the drink. Yeah, Gregory N always says that. The Mookie stirs the drink. Yeah, let me know down below in the comments. Who do you have as? How about this? Who's going to be the MVP of tomorrow's game? Let me know down below in the comments. We got let's not get overconfident just yet from Mike. Hey, we're not there yet. We're going to celebrate this one. Then it's back to work. An hour after this game. But it's your Friday night, so pop bottles, do the damn thing. Dodgers are the best from Jose. Danny, we just have to continue to score 5 runs or more because the Rays can't score like that. We got, I want Kirsch to dominate Game 5 so bad. We got, if there's a Game 6, who will pitch for the Dodgers? It's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of talk about Alex Wood and Alex Wood's start there, how he looked. But we're going to cross that bridge. I don't want to throw that into the ether just yet. I think that we're in a good spot to run off. We can run off 3 straight, down 3-1. This is a team that could win 3 straight after breaking that 4-game winning streak and finish the job. But hey, we'll talk about that when we get there. But I think it could be another all hands on deck situation depending on how the next couple of games goes. But we'll see. Jonathan Roba, we got Dodgers winning this series 100. Free tacos. Yeah, shout out to Mooks for the free tacos. I'm just happy for free tacos. Thanks Mookie Betts from Bureau. We got Game 4 is huge. No one can take 3 in a row from the Dodgers from Jonathan Farron. That is a fantastic point right there. Elite point is that, yeah, I mean, if you win tomorrow, you just put so much pressure on this Rays team that just does not have the guns out there. They're going to run out of ammunition when it comes to taking on this beast that is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So we got the Dodgers team will win 3 rings. Rick, I'm not even nervous anymore. Last week against the Braves completely drained me. Yeah, dude, totally, man. I'm totally with you. After that Braves series, I was spent, man. I was emotionally exhausted, emotionally drained. Every pitch just fearing for the the worst at times, and that when we were trailing, and then finally the boys in blue came through. But hey, like I said, I mean, how epic was that? If we pull that off, we will never forget that series. I don't care how many World Series we go on to win from here on out, including this year. If that Braves series was going to go down as in Dodger lore as one of the greatest, most memorable series in Dodger baseball history, making history. What can you say? The team went from about to be history to making history. They were finished, and then they finished the job in Game 7. The Kike the tying home run by Kike in the 6th, the belly bomb, the atomic belly bomb there in the 7th. So I'm with you on that one. Harold, hashtag Dodgers Nation for life. I love that hashtag, man. Throw it out there, man. The only thing I would want to do is get Freddie Freeman from the Braves in free agency. Otherwise, the blue is nuts. I want that. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I do like Freddie Freeman, no question about it, and he plays a position where the Dodgers could work around that. But I think that at this stage in his career, how many elite years does he have left? But, I mean, Freddie Freeman is a fantastic player, but I'd rather throw my money in starting pitching and throw my money into some of these guys that are going to become free agents in due time. Guys like Corey Seager, we'll see how things work out for Cody Bellinger. You hear, like, the Yankee rumors, but I think that the Dodgers, to me, if you're going to flip any of these key prospects or make any of these signings, you go with a flame-throwing starting pitcher and to kind of pass the torch with Clayton Kershaw, and then we'll see how it pans out with them. So we got Will Smith is an awful pitch framer. I don't think so. Maura O'Brien, JT, in his first postseason 4 games. JT's is first in postseason for games, hits, RBIs, total bases, and tied for first in home runs. Maura O'Brien, what he's doing as he's building onto his Dodger legend. I agree with you 100%. He's a guy that you're going to put up there with all the great Dodger players that came before him. So Dodgers in 5, Ray Barcimian, Rays bullpen tomorrow, game tomorrow. Yes, exactly. We got Nashville, Tennessee loves Walker. That's from Kevin. Kevin, I wonder why. Because Walker Buehler is a Vanderbilt Commodore. By the way, did you hear that story about how he was going to – I forgot what I heard this story about when he was at Vanderbilt, and he was going to leave Vanderbilt. I guess his grades weren't up to par, and his coach was saying – his coach asked him, he said, hey, Walker, which junior college are you going to transfer to? And he says, 1, I'm not transferring to any junior college, and 2, you're going to lose your best pitcher, so you better not do that. So Walker Buehler has had this fire for his entire career. So a ring for Clayton from LSD 73. Freddie, go Dodgers. Geez, it would have a chance. Who hasn't hit during this series? Even Barnes is hitting dingers. Just as I predicted when the postseason started. We got, let's jump back into this game a little bit. Josh, Julio's going tomorrow. Harold Urias needs to get through the first. Yeah, that's the thing that it hasn't been the story his entire career. But, yeah, for sure. We're going to definitely pay close attention to that. So, we got the top of the 6th, Austin Barnes, first home run of the postseason. And the Dodgers, they take a 6-1 lead at that point. A lot of the experts, like I said, were saying they were kind of questioning the Austin Barnes, Will Smith, DH, and starting combination. Well, it looks like this organization knows exactly what they're doing. It was on an 0-2 pitch, a slider, 425 feet. Then Mookie singles to center for second of the game, second steal of the game for Mookie Betts. So, man, I'm telling you, the thievery with him. And then Blake Trinan, don't want to go without mentioning Blake Trinan. He was lights out there in the 7th inning. He gets Choi to ground out, strikes out Margot, strikes out Wendell. I mean, this guy, he gets the soft contact. He punches out guys. He was working a lot with Walker Buehler the last couple of days. So, Jonathan Farron, JT's 5'2", 5'6" DP will always be legend. Jonathan Farron, that was the play. The tag, I'm telling you, go look at the picture. We just parallel to the ground. Gets Riley, had eyes in the back of his head. I'm telling you, you're absolutely on the money with that one. That play right there really changed the Dodgers' season forever. I mean, it gets them out of that jam. They could have blew things wide open and made it very tough for the Dodgers to win that game. But, hey, man, there's a lot of plays. We could do top 20 plays that led to this run when it's all said and done. But we've got 2 games to go and 2 games to win. We dominate tomorrow. I don't think the Dodgers can do it in 5, most likely 7. That's from Crunchy Napkin. Monique Lopez, Austin Barnes is underrated. We got post-game. Barnes said this was the best stuff he's ever seen from Buehler. That's from Moose over on Periscope. Brian Gax with the high. We got, from Lynn from Trinan. Yeah, Trinan was fantastic. Steve May, does Roberts do the same with Barnes and starting behind the dish tomorrow? I think that with Julio Urias, look, man, Barnes is really a win-win. He's a win behind the dish, and he's a win at the plate. So, to me, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. So, Don't forget Justin's double play for sure, Eric. Clay, who would you go with for pitcher to sign Bauer in free agent? Big Doug. What's up, Clay? I think that it depends. I think that look at this stage of his career, I think that if you're buying on Bauer, which I'm a fan of Trevor Bauer's pitching style, I think to me in a 60-game season he maximized his potential this year. And yes, Trevor Bauer had a great year. I want to see how his numbers would have looked during a 162-game season and into the postseason. To me, he hasn't been lights out his entire career, and to me, I think there's a team that's going to pay him. It's not going to be the Dodgers, because the Dodgers, that's not a guy at that age who I don't think that is going to be lights out for that many more years in his career. I mean, trust me. I mean, he's from UCLA. He's from this neck of the woods. He's 29. So by the time the season starts next year, he'll be 30. So I don't see the Dodgers sign him to a lengthy contract, a 5-6 year contract. The Brad Pennies of the world, or, bad deals, the Schmidts of the world. So I don't think them making a bad signing. I think that, to me, you'll see the Dodgers flip some of their key prospects to get a big arm. But they did try to make a move on Garrett Cole last year. So then let's talk about Brusdar Graterol. He hadn't pitched in 5 days. He looks so good. I mean, this guy, man, he gets Adames to ground out, gets Kiermaier to fly out, then he gets Yoshi to ground out. So a quick 1-2-3 scoreless inning, soft contact. You know how he does his thing. And then we talked about Kenley Jansen. So it was just a great night. I mean, Walker Buehler was surgical out there. I mean, just bottom of the first, Meadows grounds to first, Lau called out on strikes. That knuckle curve was working for him tonight. Arozarena strikes out on a foul tip on that slider. So 1-2-3 first frame for Butane on 11 pitches, 2 strikeouts. He was locked in early, and he was electric. So to me, the Dodgers did everything right from top to bottom. You saw a nice play from Muncy defensively. You saw a nice play from Justin Turner defensively. And you know what happens with Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger. I mean, top to bottom, this team just really had a great night. And the Dodgers now up 2-1 in the World Series. And they have a real chance tomorrow to make it really rough on the Rays to come back. But, yeah, guys, bottom of the 9, 2 outs. Take some big swings. Take some big hacks on this one. Swing for the fences. Give me your final takes here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Your fire Dodger takes. Dodgers going to win tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating right after the game, so be sure to join us for the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Be sure to watch the pregame show hosted by the producer of this show, Real FRG, Clint Pasillas, and Brooks Smith. Be sure to check that out, because then you watch that show, you call your shot. To make your called shot official, you got to watch the pregame show, because that's how you lock it in. Then after the game, you can come here and tell me, hey, Doug, I called my shot, I called the score, I called the home run. So be sure to watch the pregame show right before the game, and then watch the game, of course, and then rock with us after. Assailed Loner. What's up, Assailed Loner? Dodgers in 4. Hey, man, let's go back there, and we'll replay game 2. I like that thinking. Think Blue from Harold. Go Dodgers from JJ. Yellow Shorts. From Florida, go Dodgers. Win 2 more from Melissa. We got Doug Bristol. Throws 100. Like his eyes are closed. Yeah, I mean, the way he pumps fastballs, the way he can just locate, and to me, it's just, I mean, sometimes he'll tell you that he's trying to get too fine with it, right? He's trying to be too precise. When he's just letting it fly out there, I mean, to me, the way he was just working all parts of the zone, changing the eye levels, as they like to say, he was just mixing it up. And like I said, he is unhittable when he's on. Every now and then, he'll hang a cutter. Someone will hit it out. He'll hang a slider. Someone will hit it out. But, yeah, Walker Buehler. Walker, like I said, TGI, Walker, effing Buehler. Friday night, World Series. He did the damn thing, so show him a lot of love. But, yep, guys, thanks again for rocking with this. Deborah Young, give me your final Dodger takes, and we'll be out on this one. Brian Alex, 1988 all over again. Yeah, Lakers, Dodgers, winning. Ryan, I know he's had some struggles against Atlanta, but I love Trinity. Yeah, I mean, Trinity was a little overworked in that series. We're talking 3 consecutive days. We got Lakers-Dodgers parade is going to be amazing from Train. We're going to see you there. That'd be pretty awesome. Deborah Young, thanks. Great show. Great show for you guys, man. You guys are bringing it in the comment section like you always do. Graterol for it all. I like that. I see what you did there, Maura O'Brien. Steve made go Dodgers. Remember what happened last time when Julio started? We went butane we went bananas at the dish. Yeah, why don't we give him that 11-run first inning, right, and make history again? But this time we'll do it in the World Series. Ryan, Dodgers offense and defense is looking unbeatable. Final take for tomorrow is from Teresa over on Facebook. Harold Urias, let's go. Steve, for a final take for tomorrow from Teresa. 5-4 Dodgers take. Okay, fine. It's going to be a nail biter. I don't think I have any nails left from that NLCS, but you're looking for a tight one. I think you could be right. Moose, thanks, Doug. Appreciate the show. 10-3 Dodgers. Appreciate you guys. John Robes, great show. 2020 MVP. I think we're going to definitely win it all, guys. But, hey, you guys rocking with us. Thanks for rocking with us, as always, here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Let's fire away a couple more. Ray, bad stat to point out for Tampa fans. The team that wins Game 3 in the World Series has won 70% of the series, has won the series 70% of the time. Looks like Tampa's in trouble. Sorry, Rays fans. I had to point that at you. Hey, man, Rays fan, not very many Rays fans. This is a Rays fan. The Rays are looking at at the stands thinking this is a sold-out, packed house based on what they're used to. But, hey, we all know that L.A. is title town. We're going to join the Lakers in a few days here. It's going to be it's going to be pure joy. Let's just put it that way. And we're going to be popping bottles on this one, man. I'm probably getting my laptop champagne all over it. But, hey, guys, still got work to do. Two more to go. But the Dodgers win Game 3 by a score of 62. Walker gets the win. And it was just an all-in-all great night for your boys in blue. Thanks again, as always. Ryan, thanks for rocking with us. Teresa, thanks a lot. Train, you're a little late today, but come back earlier tomorrow. But Corey and Will Smith goes off tomorrow. 2 more wins, baby. Dodgers 16, Rays 1. Claudia, if that happens, I'm going to open the show mentioning that because that's like Back to the Future spot on stuff there. Dodgers win 8-3. Ryan, I don't want to celebrate prematurely, but our boys look so damn good. Yeah, it's tough not to, right, when you win a game like this, but there's a lot of work to be done. Jansen gives a home run up in the 9th. But, yeah, guys, thanks again, as always, for rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Dodgers Dugout podcast. Tune in for the pregame show. Get geared up. But thanks again, guys. Thanks, Patrick Gagne, Monique Lopez. Robert should start Austin Barnes. Dodgers way to play from Ed Alvarez. But thanks again, guys. As always, remember, nothing brings us together like Dodger baseball. Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.